So what's the UK abrochi memuha? Na when your car akwenshie bi enyo fo. Anase adokita fo ahwe wa wan hwe yi. Right claim betumi aboa wa ma wagisi kan pimpin bebre. Ya wo UK a lawyer fo etitru anase ekuku damfo a betumi aboa wo akonko ama. Kosi se we sika no beba. Eno ani se wo be ko www.rightclaims.co.uk. Na wa file wo form. Wo betumi afre yen wo na be ya ewu fige ase. Say a cancel of flight. Anase when your flight delay for over don shremensa. May trek 3 hours. Enko bebia. Right claims betumi aboa ma ahanso wagisika. Right claims. It's as simple as that.
Green Select Glucometer from Costless Ventures. Safidi kitwaya etimimpo eshow botomi eboa ma uhunu sugar level abribia. Wana wo diabetes anayare hodwa emma sugar level. Esote wo brano no. Safidi ebe bo nka ye baby bia wo bia no wada won so akohu doctor ntem. Na wo dry betimi ma blood sugar no aye pepepe. With Green Select blood glucose monitoring system, you get your test results in 5 seconds. Annual 5 seconds per now results are ready. And it's suitable for persons of all age. Na ne bo so de Call Costless Ventures now on 0205-915-315. Green Select Glucometer, the best. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Okay, so the action on radio is what I give to you anytime you see me sitting like this here on Sammy Flex TV. And because I know sometimes you are so busy during the day, you don't even get time to listen to what we do on radio, I have introduced this particular segment called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. Here what I do is whatever we did on Zylofon 102.1 FM on a special program called Showbiz Agenda, I give you all the highlights. I know you might not have time to listen to all the 3-hour program, so what I do is I come down, call my team, and we say that people would want to hear this, they want to see this, we piece them together for you to enjoy. It is called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. So today's episode is going to give you one of such, taken from Zylofon FM's Showbiz Agenda. All that you have to do is to sit, relax, enjoy, and still get the moment just as it was live on radio. I did this with my team led by Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Ya Lapiji, Nana Reagan, and Team Dodo Solomon, aka Chamo, and MC Berima as well. Now you have to relax, and anytime you want to know what is happening on Zylofon FM, this is what you have to do. Subscribe to this channel, Sammy Flex TV, get all the updates, and even if you're not able to listen to what we do on radio, you get a chance to watch it here on Sammy Flex TV later. Enjoy the moment, and you can always share your comments with us here on the show.
Okay, now let's come back to the awards winners.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've taken time to go through them and whether so far you are really, because I know some people who think that and yes, Crofo, the money panka awards be on the Mancrophobia, and 3 be Babonti and 2 be Babonti. 1 year, the best rapper of the year. People think no Baroni winning over Amrado, Sarkodie, and all those community. They think some way. Digital Act of the Year going to Gifty Adoe. Once again, they think some way, and someone or two. I don't know what you have also observed with the award winners.
So, were they doing 50 voting, 50 academy, 50 what?
Not all the categories. It depends
but on those categories, did you find out exactly how it was was done?
Yes.
How was it?
I think the rapper is a part of the board and the academy, a part of the public as well.
Okay. Anything that has got to do with the public, my guy, you are not the people's favorite. You see, when we 3 great presenters meet, and you don't give the industry the chance to actually position who is well versed behind the console, and you give the people the chance, forget it. You know the reason why? Sometimes somebody doesn't listen to you, Sammy. The reason why he listens to you is the fact that every morning you play songs from new boys. So he wants to know which new boy
is in town.
Somebody will listen because Charlie today or thing will come. Yeah, that producer he will come. So I won't listen what he will talk. So another so funny day. So everybody, and the reason why they listen to a particular people, and the people that follows the fact, your rhyme, your wordplay, your punches, your dexterity and everything, trust me, they are like 2%. The rest, hey, Charlie, the guy beats. Hey, the guy, never sorry. Hey, Charlie. That's it. Fanatics. No?
They are the majority too.
Exactly, they will vote. Oh no, no. So anything that has got to do with the voting, I do not and will never blame the people that instituted it. If you give it 100% to the industry players, the know-how people to do it, then you can go and say, Namo, we thought you people knew better. Look at what you've done. But if it's not like that, then really. But I think you realize they paid a lot of attention to women this time. By first of all the Women's Day,
the Women's Branch,
what they really put up just to celebrate the Women's Day
in the industry.
I think it was great. I felt, I don't know how the creative and tourism arts ministry, how they supported in that, but that's something national that we should pay attention to. That's something that should celebrate our women across board. Those that are emerging, those that have done it, those that have left. We need to celebrate all these people. So with the women's thing, it was great. So I would not really be surprised if it drifts down to you know, because look at Yaya, look at Ifia. They gave all that opportunity to people that on a normal day, Saudi. And so you choose a man come back stage. On a normal day, they might not even choose any of these ladies. But then they dug deep and felt, say, no, this is some good diamond that needs to be exhibited. And they did all that. Y'all talk winning the hip hop. Sammy can't always go one way like that. What are you talking about? Sometimes you need to look beyond how well some people have done and achieved over the years and give other people the opportunity to grow. What they did for y'all is just like inspiring the new generation to push up because there's a recognition for them up there. So sometimes, imagine I mean, obviously we all know, say, yeah, Saka there, don't want. Like, he's done it. We know what he can do. But sometimes even Sak would even wish. So Charlie, you for appreciate these boys so that they can get that energy and urge to know that they, whatever they are doing, but we see and we really appreciate. So yeah, winning it, I think it was great, and you know it's coming all the way from Kumasi. And don't forget, the great guys like the Amrados and the Flow Kings and all that. Look at where they are coming from. It gives some prominence to the Kumasi boys to also know that Charlie, you don't actually need to be in Accra to be established or to make it, but you can be anywhere, and once you do it and you do it right, the recognition will surely come. So me, I don't really have any big deal with that. And mistakes there, Sammy, it will happen. Okay, open them the obey win, you know. Say, hey, open them maybe being senior and say anything that has got to do with the public influence, somebody will never be satisfied because that wasn't their choice.
Okay. There are some one or two categories I want to bring up for discussion. So for instance, King Jerry is not happy that he lost the viral song of the year to Stone Boy's Putu.
Sammy.
Wait. DJ Sticker, let's do some second kind of experiment here in the studio. King Jerry is not happy. He gave us a song called Sankofa. And Stone Boy also gave us a song called Putu. And King Jerry put out a statement. Yesterday, SammyFlexTV.com published this story. Let me see if I can read it so that you guys get to know what I'm talking about. Okay, so a story here on SammyFlexTV.com says King Jerry expresses disappointment after losing in 3Music Awards to Stoneboy. A story written by Nana Reagan, that is Reagan Osafo, Beef Nation president. So I'm just quoting King Jerry's statement. He said, Sankofa's song went viral alongside a dance called Body Beat since last year lockdown till today. At that time, did we have any song competing with Sankofa? Big no. Only God knows why. But anyway, thanks to each and everyone who spent his or her time and money to vote for me. God bless you all. And watch out for more hits in 2021. And I was laughing at them. Since COVID, he gave us a song with a dance, Body Beat. And someone gave you Putu because he thinks the person's brand is bigger than him. You gave him an award. Okay, so this is one of the categories that has come up for discussion.
100% public.
Say again?
That category is 100% public.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's
Yes.
no... So if that's what's been
100%
voted, I don't
public.
understand what the issue is.
Yes. 100% public.
Yeah.
Sammy,
Yes.
until you get so big, that is when you realize in Ghana, language is a barrier in music.
Do you want to start this discussion? This discussion you want to start it, it's very sensitive. Also. You have to defend it well.
Yes, I will defend it well.
This point is very sensitive.
Until you become so big, you will realize that language is a barrier.
So you think because he sang in Ghana, he was limited?
He was limited, one. And two, Stonebwoy is a global icon. He has the numbers. Sometimes, how many times do you go online and you see a song Stonebwoy featuring and you just download to go and listen? But sometimes you see some guy's name and you want to preview it before you download. Stonebwoy already has got the numbers. And as much as his song went viral, there are so many places in Ghana that I have been throughout the year that I did not hear King Jerry, unfortunately. As much as he's very good, he danced and all that, I did not hear. Sammy, you know, almost every 2 weeks, I'm in Kumasi, I'm running around and all that. Either Sunyani, Techiman and all that. To be very honest, I'm being real with you, my brother.
And also remember, viral is not just Ghana.
Yes,
exactly.
Because I remember I heard Putu. I was in a barber shop in London with Nicky, Barber Nicky.
Yeah.
And he played it to me. He was like, "Oh, have you heard this song?" And he was like, "Yo, it's going crazy." This is when it first dropped. He was asking what I thought, etc., etc. So I feel like sometimes, like when we're in Ghana,
we should understand.
We should understand that internationally, how it feels here. Maybe you've got a hype here and you've got a buzz going on here, but once you go to Ivory Coast, next door, Togo, it'll be anti here.
And also, aside that, you know, this is where fan base plays a role. If you look at both artists, who has well structured and, you know, gathered good fan base for himself, it is Stonebwoy. And when it comes to, you know, using your money or something credit to vote for someone, at times when it gets to a certain point, it has to come with some level of
attachment
and self-attachment. So clearly, when you bring that to play, Stonebwoy will take the lead. You know, I just hope it doesn't get to where people will be throwing tantrums. Interestingly, Aisha Modi, who is very close to Stonebwoy, is also close to King Jerry, you know, and it's like a family thing.
Yeah.
And I know that self-introspectively, if it's not just about being emotional, King Jerry knows that when both of them have viral songs and you put it to votes, in terms of fan base, Stonebwoy will outwit him. So, you know, it's also good for him. You know, we are talking about him now. So, yeah, so he's a young boy and this is getting him that attention.
I mean, I think when he gets to understand what numbers mean,
yes,
he will know that you don't have to perform overly to attract what is needed. But once you get
make them loyal
exactly, so the numbers, King Jerry should really, he's working hard. And I adore the fact that he always got some moves going. He got people dancing and all, but he needs to keep pushing. To gather the numbers so he can.
Because for me, I've told him one-on-one that, you know, at times some of his songs are even bigger than his brand King Jerry. You know, you hear some of his songs and the way the song blows, it becomes bigger than him. So,
but I knew the song.
Yeah, so it's about time he looks at putting a lot of spotlight on his brand.
All right, so let's look at another category. I'm sure 3Music Awards, they've enjoyed all the glory. Now let's pay attention to some of their decisions or some of the decisions that came out of the categories. So Group of the Year, for instance, there was Ekeche, A Dope Nation, Dead People, R2Bs, Yao Sapon and Asuma for Bethel Revival Choir, Fra and Santrophy. And again, Dead People won. And I know some 1 or 2 issues have come up. So I'm sure if you are to play songs from all the groups here, you might heard something also from Keche. Maybe you might hear some No Darling or or other bigger songs. But Dead People won. I don't know if you guys have anything to say there.
Like I said,
there are more categories I'll be looking at. So
I say
hit them straight.
I call 3Music Awards for us by us, and I see them.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
For us by us.
And I'm asking, what do you mean?
You see, for the people. And 3Music consists of some vibrant youth, and if you check out the songs, it's what the youth is enjoying now. Oh, you can check the spectrum, all right, and see what the people are jamming to. But you see, sometimes if you do radio alone, you might get it wrong. If you social media alone, you might get it wrong. So the data calculation is not based on radio stations, because the login system is not really for you to get like, oh, this song was playing a million times here, this, that. So you need to gather your data from all walks of life to make sure that you accumulate what you're arriving at. But to me, Dead People are they also from Kumasi, right?
They're also from Kumasi.
So you see the whole vibe, you see the whole energy. It's trying to raise new kings into the. That's how I see it, and I really appreciate it. It's trying to raise.
So you think it is deliberate?
Do you think it's deliberate? Yeah, I was going to ask that question.
You think it is deliberate to raise new?
Who's the Santa? Utimi ko bube bo be sutro ose obunya no abo but sometimes the same day when the following the news ko say ni na no share that. So I see it this as a move. I mean, it was unpaid for nothing. This as a move to raise new kings into the system, and I believe Sammy, some few months from now, the reality will dawn on us, and we will understand why these guys were given that nod to push further.
Okay. Any commentary you want to make there on the Group of the Year thing?
Yeah, I mean, Keche we're really tipped. I thought Keche was gonna win, but at the same time, I done a show in December in Kumasi, and the reality is, I mean, that Otahunu track
was big, huh?
Crazy.
Yeah, because the boys actually came from Kumasi.
I mean, people run outside of their houses. I was at this place, some apartments, I've forgotten the name, Ridge, whatever it's called, and literally I thought it was a fire drill. no, everyone ran outside and was jumping, and I was like, wow, like this is definitely something. So I'm not mad at them winning. I think but I hear your point in terms of, I think it comes back to 3 awards, like what are they really trying to do? Because if they're trying to deliberately or particularly steer certain things as an agenda, which they're entitled to do, because at the end of the day, if it's a category which is half academy and half voting or whatever it is, whatever the ratio is, then they're entitled to make decisions based on whatever their internal policies are, which I don't know. The public don't necessarily know. So if they're trying to champion themselves as, hey, we are bringing forth fresh blood, we are fresh ourselves, and so we champion fresh blood, then that's a cool thing. It's like with the ladies thing, is that why Baroni won? I don't know. Do you get me? But it's definitely interesting to talk about.
Okay, and then
for me, I think
after this we are looking at Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year.
Okay, it looked like it was like the whole Kumasi or say Chrome or the Kumericans were behind the people in the group. What do you call them? Dead people. They were against some people who were not from Kumerica. And maybe that played to the advantage where the whole Ashanti region or the movement will say, okay, this is our only, man in it or our only people in it. So let us all go behind them. When it comes to voting,
but you think Kumasi alone even voting for a category would make any difference?
You see, when it comes to voting, everybody has his or her strategy in soliciting for votes. That's why even in when it comes to MP parliamentary elections, at times we get casualties. There are places where a certain political party has been running affairs for many years. Then one election year, there is flipping. Like it was popular word during the election. People are flipping. You understand? So it could be that yes, Keche stood tall within the group, but something flipped, and that is what we cannot tell. So
the flipped constituencies.
For me, it was one of the shocks for me on the day.
It will be really interesting to know for each category. The same way that for this category it's 100%. Like what is the percentage?
Okay, sure. This one I think
ratio.
Board and academy.
Exactly.
And the public also has.
Yeah, but even when it's board and academy, is it strictly 50-50?
No.
And also, prior to the no darling, it was like Keche was a little doll. The Keche as a group. So like no darling gave them some sort of energy to revitalize their artistic
awareness.
So it's like at that point these people came in and it's interesting. For me, I was thinking they will win. It was one of my surprises.
So one category, maybe this might either confirm or it will throw out Ortain's argument that the 3Music Awards is looking at bringing out new lots. Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year. And we have Raskuku. Listen to the names of the category. Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year, Raskuku, Episode, Samini, Shatawale, Stone Boy, LaRusso, Jalid. And guess what? LaRusso won. With which song?
Doesn't say. Just
okay. Getting interesting here.
Sammy?
Wait. This is Reggae Dancehall Act of the Year. Not song.
In everything that the person has done.
Yes. Everything that the person has done. His influence, his relevance, his impact. And LaRusso won this.
So, if there's a Stone Boy, if there is a Shatter, if there is a who,
Raskuku,
if there is a Raskuku,
Samini,
if there is
Episode,
the live band God,
Jalid.
Hello, Otemika Eyamia, Sammy. LaRusso nyumne reggae and as a dancehall.
Dancehall. Yeah, pure dancehall.
I think going forward, let me check this quick. I think going forward, they should separate reggae from dancehall. It will help. There is nothing like reggae dancehall, because somebody might have a bad reggae song, and somebody might have a popular dancehall song, because dancehall is you're jumping, you're doing that. Reggae is a conscious music. So if really your mind knows that day part to listen to the lyrics you always downplay it. So I think that thing they should really separate it, because it will go a long way to help. So why have all these three people and give it to LaRusso? Missy, they are raising the new lords.
You suspect it, or you are sure?
Say
you suspect that's what they want to do.
But I didn't know the bank you know some bow and this would be one. Washada or carbon tip no confine again who knows how bomb back report no, because yes, I will be proud. So you see, look at the sequence and how things are going. And all these guys vibrantly, they are doing well in their own domains, but we are not paying that much attention. Don't forget, 3Music is now like a brand, well respected and has been accepted. Anything they deliver onto your brand goes a long way to give you that leverage onto bigger platforms.
It will validate you.
Exactly. So what I have been thinking and what I have been that's exactly what's happening.
You still think it is a deliberate attempt to raise new lots?
Sammy, Even Wall
because
Street.
Larusso beating
Sammy,
Shatawale Stone Boy.
Sammy,
Hey, not be easy.
Sammy,
a guy be tight like that.
Even Wall Street have an agenda of how the dollar should go. Even Ghana, we have an agenda. You have a company, you have an entity or something that deals with people, and you do not have any agenda that dares you to be different. How special will it be to still be delivering?
There is an observation too. You know, when it comes to the whole awards organization of 3Music Awards, there wasn't even any involvement of all the top artists we have in Ghana. No way to. There wasn't any involvement of Shatawale. Mm-hmm. There wasn't any involvement of Stone Boy, any involvement of Sarkodie and maybe Samini. But still, the guys gave us a wonderful show we are still talking about.
Sammy, that goes on to tell you it's about planning and the work you exert into what you do to yield results, not the personality you add. That is why a top person could be selling something, but small boy would demand no what deal you say how you make them, because at the end of the day, Adreno and any links are what learning the rules are what it works well and perfect with the people. So me, I still and will keep on saying, say they are raising the new lords. And if these new lords that are winning these awards keep up with the energy they have started with over some time now, let's give ourselves to the end of the year. You will realize that these will be the boys that will be winning the VGMA.
But is it like a chicken and egg? Is it like a chicken and egg? Because will they now do well because they've been validated, or were they going to do well anyway? I mean,
the question is, were they doing well?
Well, they are not doing bad.
Yes, they were doing well.
They were clearly doing well, but the category title, is not person who's doing well of the year, upcoming of the or anything that suggests that yes, we recognize that. Of course, there's a Samini. Of course, there's a Stoneboy. Of course, however, we are focusing on people to almost like give them a chance, a leg up. That's not what the category said. It just says act of the year. So if you're in Stoneboy's camp, you should be made to feel like it is a straight head-on comparison. How well did Stoneboy do? How well did Larusso do?
In Ghana, that when somebody released a song in Accra, he thinks he's fighting with another guy who also released a song in Adenta because he is somewhere teaching. So it's a Accra thing, but it's a global thing. Once you release a song today, if Jay-Z releases today, you are in head-to-head, unless you don't want to move to the global market.
But exactly. So on that basis, you know, globally, Stoneboy, I would say, probably did more than Larusso. I'm not saying better than at all, because Larusso did. Yeah, but that's my point. The category just says act of the year. Yeah. That's all it says.
Yeah.
So on that basis, I think, you know, it's a bit difficult to understand how they came to the conclusion of Larusso. However, if there was more explanation to say, okay, either one, overall, as a 3Music Awards, we generally are looking at raising up kings and queens, etc., etc. Then everybody understands the general.
I'm not sure they've said this.
I know they haven't said that. I'm saying based on your potential theory or something. So then that would make sense. But they haven't said that. They have come into the system as another award scheme, full stop. So when you have a category where you have, you know, Larusso, but then you have Stoneboy, you have Shatta, you have Samini, Raskuku,
Jali,
it requires some kind of further explanation.
Did you believe some few years ago when there were same giant in VGMA, Raskuku won?
They were not. They were not in there. They were not in there.
Yeah, but so Raskuku was there.
Yes,
and he took it.
Yeah, because Shatta, obviously, our team. Let's not hide it. In that scheme, if maybe Stoneboy or Shatawale had been in there, I'm not sure Raskuku would have won.
So
that one, it is hard for them if the Raskuku team to take, but that is there.
Sammy?
And also another point, not to cut you, with Larusso is obviously there was the co-sign with DJ Khaled.
He did something.
And then also, you know, when you look at Y'all Talk, there's been the co-sign with Stormzy. Do you see what I mean? So I mean, this is what I'm saying. It would be interesting to hear some of the back end executive decisions and reasons, like what are the criteria that the academy were using, because then it could just explain a lot of this kind of like presumptions and assumptions.
That's true. Adam, you want to say something?
It was also another shock to me. Though within the year under review, I think LaRusso performed that is From Love with Milan, From Milan with Love.
Yeah.
That was an international concert where he performed. And also, if you look at the act, normally when it comes to the act, it's more about the performances of the.
Please talk to your mic.
When it comes to the acts, it is more about the performances, the kind of appearances you make. And when we look at Stonebwoy 2, that year under review, he released an album which even won Album of the Year, Amaka Junction. And how he launched the album with a concert. That aside, he also appeared on some virtual concerts. So if you look at the appearances and concerts, you can clearly see that.
But is that a fact? Is that a fact that that particular category act of the year is based on performances? Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. I didn't know that. I don't think a lot of people know that.
It is not just performances. It is about your activities throughout the year and the review.
Yes, your activity. And clearly, when it comes to activity, Stonebwoy had a very hot calendar than LaRusso. Let us call it, straight. So for me, it was another shock.
Was there a public inclusion there?
Yes.
Oh, any wafa. Why not?
So for me, when the public comes in,
but again, it depends on what percentage of the public. Because if the public was only 10%,
was it 50-50 or
we need to know what was the percentage.
Was it 50-50?
Say again.
Was it 50-50
for what?
For the public and the academy?
No. When it comes to the public and the academy voting, it is public, academy, and the board.
Okay, so
so 30-40.
So the public is 40.
30-40 for the public. 40 for the public. Yes.
So let's say if the academy and board, even if 30 goes for and then the full 40 goes for, obviously it's like.
Take your time.
And Sammy, do you know Shatta also had the same song with this same beat?
Yeah. That is also, but we are not talking song. We are talking about activities here.
But don't get me wrong. Okay. He did, like kudos to LaRusso, like absolutely dope artist. So let's not take that away from him at all.
Okay, so this category too, I know it has come up for discussion. This one says Rapper of the Year, where there was a Joy B, a Medical, a Manifest, a Sarkodie, a Strong Man, Eno Baroni, Amirado, Kojo Q, and Eno Baroni stole the trophy from all these guys.
I'm going again.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. So like I said, the new lords, we are Eno Baroni Crampo there. She's really been there. She's been pushing so hard. But I think this time around there has been that, it shines around the head cramp. There's that sparkle around, hair. And I think she gaining this is another step, because Eno Baroni, when given the chance, can face any rapper in Ghana.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The only thing I'll bet to me, Eddie Areno, like maturity. Being and expecting what you do and knowing your way around. But I think Eno Baroni is a great act, and she deserves what she won. Not to withstand the fact that she is also a new lord who is actually coming
He's looking for like some level of endorsement.
Exactly. So the new lords, they're weird. They are not cool. Okay. The new for the new, for us by us.
Yes, my stress.
Yeah, Eno, I'm not mad at that decision. Okay. Like, she's been going hard. I don't even, like, when I talk about her, like, I don't see her as like a female rapper or a female this. She's just a rapper, and she's proven that very clearly. I mean, there was some very strong contenders though. So again, I would like to know like what the criteria was, because for example, you take Amirado, his series, the Tinsem, for example, is that something that would be classified as rapping activity, or is that something completely different? Because I think that exactly, because I feel like that was a very, very innovative, creative way of demonstrating, your skills, your brand, but then stepping outside the box. So for me, I thought that maybe that could have been considered. But yeah, Eno Baroni, definitely dope rapper. Absolutely dope rapper. I
see. Okay, Adam.
For me, it's it's like someone will say it's like I'm sounding repetitive, it was also, though we can we hear some snipers of those songs?
No. These are rapper. It's not song. See? So if you are going to listen to materials from the net, means you would have to listen to more materials.
It was a very tight competition, and for any to have come through as a winner, to have come through as a winner. For me, it was a surprise once again. Like I said, I'm sounding repetitive because Charlie, it wasn't a small competition.
I see.
So
okay, let's do the very last one.
Charlie, big ups to
let's do the very last one here. I'm sure when the guys come finally, we'll do this with them again. Fan Army of the Year, and once again. Some people think that I have someone for their chain. Yeah, whoso. Meanwhile, the Fan Army of the Year was also 100% public voting, though. Beam Nation was there. Sack Nation was there. Shut Up Movement, they were here. Team Move. Okay, let me do it this way. So Beam Nation for Stoneboy, Sack Nation for Sarkodie, Shatter Movement for Shatawale, Team Move for Kofi Kinata, Kumericans for all the Asaka or the drill kind of artists from Kumasi combined, and AMG Beyond Control for Medical.
And who?
And Kumericans.
But I think you answered the question yourself.
Okay.
Stole the show.
Okay, so am I going again?
Yeah, you're going.
Okay, so the new lords don't just come alone. They come with their entourage. They come with their, the advisors and all that. It's like when people are in China, Far East and all that. They think from North Africa, South Africa, East Africa, we are all just one place. Yeah, exactly. So, they think Kumasi is just everywhere. They penetrate, they made sure that, Charlie, not only are we going for the north, but our people are coming. Because okay. So at the end of the day, just like I'm saying, new lords, new kings, new followers, new everything. We're taking over.
Yes, Mike's guest.
Yeah, I mean, I think you answered it, because when you were going through the fans, apart from one of them, they were all attributed to one particular artist.
Yeah.
And when you got to number 5 and you said Kumericans, you said, oh, it includes this person.
Yeah.
So of course, I mean, you're talking about multiple acts that fall under one large movement. I mean, Kumerica made a lot of noise, and it's become like a whole entity. Do you understand? I think it's even bigger than Fan Army. I don't even think it's honestly, I don't even think it's fair to say that Kumerica is a fan army, because it's a genre army. It's not even a particular artist army. Do you understand? It's a whole. That's like saying if we had the Afrobeat cans or something like that, and anybody who loves Afrobeat
is part of it.
Well, we understand saying fair. So don't get me wrong, kudos to all the Kumericans. I think they deserve it, but I think that the classification is a little bit skewed, because how can Kofi Kinata's Team Move compare against a whole genre? Kumerica is become a whole genre, which is like the Kumasi drill influence, UK influence kind of vibe. So many artists fall under that, so of course they were going to win. But big up to the Kumericans.
Okay, this is one of the categories that, if you quite remember, when it came out, I had an issue with it, and I even talked to Ricky about it here. You cannot put Kumerica as one unit as against others. Clearly, it might be a little unfair.
How are you classifying Kumerica?
As a fan army, as against Beam Nation.
Kumerica is a genre.
Kumerica, it has individual artists.
To say Kumerica is a genre to be another.
Kumerica is not a genre.
No,
Okay.
it's a movement.
Yeah.
But
It's
okay,
a
a
movement.
movement
I'm
from
glad. It's a
but it's a movement from a genre.
Yes.
Okay. No. Let me, because you've challenged me, so let me hit you back. When you say Kumerica, right? High Life, we have High Life from Kumasi, we have High Life from all over Ghana. But if I say Kumerica, you will not attribute it to High Life.
But
you won't attribute it to Afrobeat. You will attribute it specifically
Kumerica rather
to Ghana drill, Kumasi influence rap.
Kumerica rather is more or less like a lifestyle.
Okay, even bigger. That's even bigger then. So let's say it's a lifestyle. But what it's not is it's not one artist.
Yes, that's where
That's the
problem
point.
So even some of the artists they raise issues with that.
But when it came up, I remember.
So
they could have decided not to vote, but once they voted,
I'm not even talking about whether they won. I'm talking about the problem I had with that.
The classification.
From the scratch. I know that next year they may revise it because I wanted to even ask Sammy. So who went for the award
Exactly.
and spoke on their behalf?
All those who came from Kumerica on the day.
And who
they
will
were
be keeping
all on
their
the
own?
stage. I think even this guy went for it. NY. No, I think NY took the trophy.
And who will keep the trophy?
That one I didn't know.
You see exactly. So I think next year they need to revise it, and they should, because the artists can build their own fan base. And Y'all talk, he has his fan base. There is a name for it. There are Saka people to have their fan base, so they can stand on.
Their talk has a different fan base with a different name.
Yes, last he was in a show. He mentioned
it.
The name of his fan base.
It's different from Kumerica.
Yes, same as the Asaka and others. So the artists there themselves have fan base. So we should help their fan base grow rather than covering their fan base. Else,
you see, I fully understand.
Okay, we're wrapping up on this.
But when you are raising an army, you really don't, differentiate who they are and raise them individually.
The artists have problem with that.
Wait. At the end of the day, which people are we talking about?
No, you see what
you understand, Sammy? We're talking about these people and we're talking about their followers. That's what matters. It wasn't a good thing for them to have that division because they are too young to have that division, and it will go so long to affect them. So in my opinion, whether it was an oversight, a mistake, or whatever, putting them together has gained them that mass recognition. Going forward, once they start to move out gradually, because now they've fully not moved out. It's kind of like one is holding on to the other. This one is holding on to this. And thanks to what Shatta did for them, it has really united them in a beautiful way. Gradually, when they grow and they all decide to go their path and their separate ways.
But let's not play down the best.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
The vibe, that Kumerica vibe, and get it nominated.
But Sammy, do you realize last year for 3Music Awards?
One after the other, please.
Do you realize last year for 3Music Awards, all those that won were big boys, and really the talk wasn't that because these big boys, we need you Hako, we need you a bridge anyone. So it's really no news if they are winning this. But you see, when Raskuku won that single award, it went to US, it went to the ghetto, it went everywhere. And this is exactly what these boys are going to do. Not only are they going to see this as but this is their median achievement, and it's going to go a long way, and it's going now on radio and TV. You know the mileage and the talkability that is going to generate.
They've actually started.